All right, well, good evening, fans. Welcome in here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Rob Kendall is my name. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you stick around. We've got exciting Plainfield basketball as they take on the Lebanon Tigers. That is coming up here in just a little bit. Still got about 10 minutes up on our warm-up clock, and we will step aside here momentarily, but just a few minutes away from pregame and basketball action as it's Plainfield taking on Lebanon tonight on AudioSportsOnline.com.
We'd like to welcome everyone to Plainfield High School's Red Branch Gymnasium, your home of Quaker Red Flag basketball. This evening's varsity contest features Royal Plainfield Quakers versus our guests, the Lebanon Tigers. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to all coaches, players, and fans of Lebanon High School, with a special welcome to Superintendent Bob Taylor, Principal Kevin O'Rourke, and Athletic Director Bill Levine. We wish the Tigers good luck in this evening's contest. As members of the IHSAA, Plainfield High School invites players, coaches, and fans in words of sportsmanship. Sportsmanship defines an attitude that strives for fair play, courtesy towards teammates and opponents, ethical behavior and integrity, and grace in winning and losing. We encourage everyone here to support their team with great enthusiasm and ask for participation and respect for each other, the opposing team, referees, and your announcer.
Check, testing, 1, 2, 3, check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, 1, 2.
Please remember the Plainfield High School building as well as surrounding campus is a tobacco-free facility. For the Baptist Club, I would like to thank all of our local business booster club members for their generous support of all our student athletes and coaches. All of our state-level business members donate at the highest level. And Berkshire Orthodontics, Ellen Spirit Gear by County Wear Sport, Serendipity at Metropolis, Animal Clinic at Plainfield, Elon Orthodontics, Bubble Land Car Wash, CarX Tire and Auto, Chicago's Pizza, Chick-fil-A, College Prospects of America, Edward Jones, First Merchants Bank, Hendricks Regional Health, Indiana Members Credit Union, Jensen's Pools and More, Metropolis Mall, Old National Bank, Remax Silverstone, Julie Roper Realtor, and Safe Connections. Please help these businesses continue to support our student athletes by giving them your patronage. Hendricks Regional Health is proud to be the exclusive.
All right, well, good evening, fans. Welcome in here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Rob Kendall is my name. Thanks for joining us tonight as the Plainfield Quakers are set to play host to the Lebanon Tigers. Got about 4 minutes left up on the clock still as we begin tonight's broadcast. Want to thank our sponsors, and we start with Plainfield Self-Storage. Plainfield Self-Storage is located on North Car Road. They feature 24-hour access and lighted secure storage. Plainfield Self-Storage, their office hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 5. Stop in or call 838-7027 for more information. And Jensen's Pools and More, the backyard place located 1 mile north of Heartland Crossing on Highway 67 in Canby, has everything for all your swimming pool needs. From above-ground pools to in-ground pools, Jensen sells and installs them all. And during the winter months, we offer mattresses direct from the factory of King Coil, a leading manufacturer of American-made mattresses. Queen sets starting at $329, king sets starting at $429. Guaranteed lowest prices around. Jensen's Pools is located at 7302 South Kentucky Avenue in Canby. Visit us online at jensenspools.com. All right, let's meet our starting lineups for tonight's game for the Lebanon Tigers. Number 3, Sam Godby, 6 foot, a senior. Trey Hurst, number 11, 5'9", a junior. 14 is Trevor Lakes, 6'5", a freshman. Number 25 is Isaac Harker, 6'1", a senior. And number 44 is Nick Starkey, 6'5", a senior. So Godby, Hurst, Lakes, Harker, and Starkey, the starting lineups for the Lebanon Tigers. Also on the roster, we should note, is Jordan Mount. I believe he is the son of Richie Mount and the grandson of Rick Mount. He is 6 foot, a sophomore. The Mount name, of course, long time famous in the city of Lebanon. So we will certainly look forward to if we hear his name tonight. All right, let's meet the Plainfield Quakers starting lineups tonight. Number 11 is Garrett Patton. He is 6 foot, a junior. Number 31, Max Kurkowski, 6'5", a sophomore. Number 40, Nathan Mills, 6'4", a freshman. Number 44, Bobby Jensen, 6'5", a senior. And coming up from the JV tonight to start is Dawson Messer, number 4, a freshman, 5'10". So for the Quakers, it's Patton, Kurkowski, Mills, Jensen, and Messer, your starting lineups tonight. So again, we are just about a minute and 30 seconds away. We'll anticipate the Quakers coming out here momentarily, and then we are going to have varsity basketball action for you coming up here tonight on AudioSportsOnline.com. All right, the Lebanon Tigers, they'll be in the road black with gold letters and numbers. The Plainfield Quakers, the home whites, red letters and numbers. We'll meet the Lebanon Tigers first, and then the Plainfield Quakers. One more broadcast left to go this year. Well, we got tonight, and then one more coming up on Friday, and that'll be our final game of the regular season against Columbus East. So still one more chance for you to check out the Quakers in action here in 2014.
A 6'1" senior, number 25, Isaac Parker. And a 6'5" senior, number 44, Nick Starkey. Head first for the Tigers is Albert Hendricks, 6'5" Scott Starkey, Aaron Long, Ken Hackett, and Bill Smith, along with Josh Whitlatch.
And we are just about ready to tip up tonight's broadcast. It will be Mills for the Quakers. And number 44 for the Tigers, Nick Starkey. Tip up, underway, and boy, ouch. Kurkowski and Patton slam into each other. Jensen comes away with the ball. And officials timeout. Ouch. Everybody looks like they're okay, though, which that's the most important thing. As Quakers have the ball to begin the basketball game. In the corner there. Into Mills. Turnaround jumper. Up. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Patton. Goes up. Came back down with it. And that's going to be a travel. Yes, it will. So they hit Mills, Patton with the travel. And Lebanon will have the ball for the first time in the game. Ball comes over to Harker. Harker gets it to Hurst. Hurst around the horn. Over to number 3, Godby. Godby gets it over to Harker. All the way it comes left side. Down into the big guy, Starkey, guarded closely by Jensen. Skips it back across court. In the lane is Hurst. It's up and pulled out of there by Kurkowski. Here comes Max running back the other way. Takes it into the corner. Jumper, no. Jensen rebound, put up, and in for 2. Bobby Jensen scores the first 2 of the ball game. 2-0, Plainfield. Quakers now on defense. Oh, shot partially blocked by Mills. Kurkowski gets it ahead. Now stolen back by Starkey. And Lebanon once again retains possession of the basketball. Into the lane, shot up, no good. And Isaac Harker will go to the free throw line shooting 2. One more on the way. It's now 2-1. Harker will try to tie the game here. Shot no good. Kurkowski out of there with the rebound. Here comes Max running back the other way. To Mills at the top of the key. Cross court it comes. Into Jensen. Jensen spins around. Acrobatic shot, no. Patton tips it up, no. And the Tigers come out of there with the basketball. In the corner, there's a 3 ball. It's up. It's an air ball, as that was 14 Lakes freshman putting it up and no good. Now around the horn, it comes back the other way. They'll try to get it into Jensen. Can't. Mills will take it to the baseline. Jumper up, no good. Jensen going to be called with the foul. Coming up over the back, and that'll be Lebanon basketball. 5:49 to play, first quarter. 2-1, Plainfield with the early advantage. Godby has it. Round the horn it comes to Harker. Up top to Hurst. Then aside to Starkey. Starkey dribbles. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up out of there by Lebanon. Hurst with the 3. Fires it up. No good. Whistle, foul, and they may get Jensen. I think they will with the hold, and Jacob Maple is going to check into the ball game as Jensen holding. That'll be the 3rd team foul already on Plainfield. None on the Tigers thus far. 5:11 to play in the first quarter, and a 2-1 Plainfield advantage. Again, Rob Kendall is my name. Thanks for joining us. There's a 3 from Hurst. It's up. It's no good. Loose ball, fought for, knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Plainfield. Trying to get it in. They finally do to Starkey. Starkey dribbles left side, picks up his dribble. In the lane to Harker. Harker shot blocked by Mills, and he is proving to be a force inside again tonight. Mills, one of the most improved players on this team this year. Jumper up, no good. Loose ball out of bounds. And they'll say last touch by Lebanon. Now they'll change the call and give it to the Tigers. Lebanon with control of the ball, down by 1. Low-scoring affair early on. Godby has it. Flips it. Left side to Lakes. Lakes, cross court, it comes to Harker. Harker between the legs. Round the horn. Over to Lakes, the freshman. And a whistle. And another foul going to be called on Plainfield. So head coach Andy Weaver not going to be thrilled about that. That is the 4th team foul already on his team. Left side. Pass down into Starkey, got position on Mills. Nice play that time. And an errant inbounds pass as Mills tried to get it in to Messer. And out of bounds, it'll belong to the Tigers. And quickly in for 2. 5-2, Lebanon with the lead. 3:49 to play, first quarter. Mills dribbles to the block, picks up his dribble, now turnaround jumper, no. Rebound Patton, and he is fouled off the rebound.
Fouls on Trey Hurst. His first foul, team foul number 1.
Inbound quickly, Maple, no. Kurkowski rebound, he's fouled. And with 3:30 to play, first quarter, Kurkowski heads to the free throw line.
Fouls on Trevor Lakes, his first foul, team foul number 2. Max Kurkowski at the line, shooting 2.
And Kukowski misses the first free throw.
In the game for Quakers, number 15, Tyler Nichols, and number 3, James Mayberry.
Second shot up and in. 5-3 now the score. Quakers down by 2. Shot up, and it rattles around and falls home for the freshman Lakes. 7-3, Lebanon. Checking into the ball game for Plainfield is number 15, Kyler Nichols. Kurkowski has it. Nichols facing up, nowhere to go with the ball. Comes down inside to Maple. Maple turns around, jumper up, shot up, no good. Loose ball tracked down by the Tigers. And Lebanon with a chance to add to the lead. 2:40 to play, first quarter. Lakes to Godby. To Starkey. Long three from Hurst, no good. Mills grabs the rebound. I think Mills is going to be a pretty good player for the Quakers. Kurkowski pulls up, long jumper. Skies it in for 2. Around the horn it comes, left side. To Godby. Godby, line drive, jumper, no. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Plainfield.
In the game for the Quakers, number 32, Bryson Ellis.
– Lebanon with the ball. They lead it by 2, 7-5. Starkey has it on the wing. Bumped, no call. Hurst has it. Over to Godby. Minute 10 to play. Pass down inside to Starkey. Starkey banged around a little bit, and they'll call a travel. So Plainfield, the beneficiary of the turnover. And the ball now will belong to Quakers with it. Maple has it knocked away from behind. Last touch by Lebanon. Bryson Ellis, a sophomore, number 32, in the ballgame for the first time for Plainfield. In fact, this may be the first time we've called his name this year. Ellis quickly with it. He'll fire a 3. It's up. It's no good. Loose ball tracked down by the visiting Tigers. Starkey has it. And a palming call. It was number 45, Noah Malter, a senior. And Malter with the travel. Ball will turn over to the Quakers. 26 seconds to play, 7-5 the score. Plainfield with the ball. Inbound to Messer. And it looks like Plainfield may be content to play for the final shot of the first quarter. Kurkowski holds high on the wing. He'll dribble to the center of the floor. Set off over to Messer. 9 seconds to play. Gets it to Mayberry. James Mayberry with the ball. Dribbles to the foul line. Running jumper. Shot up. No good. Loose ball pulled out of there by Starkey. Starkey throws it ahead. It's a foot race to the clock. And fortunately for the Quakers, Lebanon can't track it down. So 1 quarter in the books, 7-5. Plainfield trails. Hey, Plainfield Self-Storage is located on North Car Road. They feature 24-hour access and lighted secure storage. Plainfield Self-Storage has office hours of Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. Stop in or call 838-7027 for more information. And Jensen's Pools and More, the Backyard Place, located just 1 mile north of Heartland Crossing on Highway 67 in Canby, has everything for all your swimming pool needs. From above-ground pools to in-ground pools, Jensen sells and installs them all. And during the winter months, we offer mattresses direct from the factory of King Coil, a leading manufacturer of American-made mattresses. The queen sets are starting at just $329. King sets starting at $429. Guaranteed lowest prices around. Jensen's Pools is located at 7302 South Kentucky Avenue in Canby. Visit us online at jensenspools.com. All right, here we go. Lebanon back with the ball. They lead it by 2 as we begin the second quarter. Rob Kendall here with you on AudioSportsOnline.com. Tigers and Quakers doing battle on a February evening here in Central Indiana, so pleased that you've joined us. And a turnover as number 40, I believe that was Jordan Davis with the turnover. Three ball, up, no good. Godby out of there with it. Pass ahead to the hole, hoop in the harm. Starkey puts it down with 7:21 to play. Chance to extend the lead, 9-5 now in favor of the Tigers. Free throw no good. Plainfield back with the ball. Jumper up, loose ball pulled out of there. And here comes Lebanon. Tigers with it. 3 ball, up, no good. Both teams really struggling offensively early on in this one. 6:50 to play, first half. 9-5, Plainfield trails Lebanon. Around the horn it comes. Mayberry matching up. Plainfield in a man-to-man defense. Passing to Starkey. Mayberry knocks it away, and the ball will belong to the Tigers. And we got one broadcast left for you this year after tonight. It'll be next Friday. It'll wrap up our 2013-2014 campaign. Hard to believe another year going to be in the books for us. Oh, got it in. Man wide open. Nice move to the hole. And that was number 25, Harker, in for 2. 3 ball back the other way. Mills to the rim and puts it up and in for 2. Tried to dunk it, kind of mistimed the jump a little bit. Ended up crashing into the rim of sorts, but did get the ball to go down for 2. That's all that matters. And the lead is now 4 for Lebanon at 11-7. 6:10 to play. Harker to the hole, shot no good. Mills knocked it out of there. Patton running into the stands. And he's okay. But the ball will belong, unfortunately, to the Tigers. 6:05 to play, first half. Give Plainfield credit. They have struggled this year, but they continue to play hard. Around the horn it comes. Into Godby. Godby takes it to the foul line. Now picks up his dribble. All the way into the corner to Starkey. Over to Davis. Davis to the hole. Mills might have got a hand on it. Jensen comes down with it. Ties it up with Starkey. And the possession arrow favors the Quakers. Plainfield will have the ball with 5:37 left to play here in the first half. Passing to Jensen. Jensen faces up, kicks it back up top. That's Dom in the ball game, number 22 for the Quakers. Over to Mills. Mills, a long two, no good. Kurkowski skies it for the rebound, goes up with that. Max Kurkowski up and in for two. 11-9 now the score. 5 minutes to play, first half. Spin moving the lane, back the other way, no good. Jensen out of there with it. And now Messer has it. Plainfield runs back the other way. Plainfield trails it by 2. Dom dribbles into Mills, knocked away. Loose ball pulled out of there. Here come the Tigers back the other way. All the way, going coast to coast. Shot partially blocked. Kurkowski got a hand in there on it. Pulled out of there by Lakes. Lakes to Starkey. Starkey to Godby. Gets it to a wide open number 45, Moulter. And Moulter converts on the deuce. 13-9. 4:20 to play, first half. Messer, he'll try a three, fires it up, and good! Dawson Messer for three, and that makes the score 13-12 with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to play here in the first half. Top of the key, jumper short, pulled down, foul called, and that will send the Tigers to the free throw line in the form of number 45, Moulter. Shot is up, it's no good. Plainfield trails by 2, 14-12. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play, first half. And now a steal and a layup by number 25, Harker. And Lebanon takes it away again, and now whistle, and it's a call here. They're going to get an offensive foul on Lebanon. (16-12), 3:19 to play, first half. Rob Kendall here with you on AudioSportsOnline.com as the Quakers trail the Tigers. Ball knocked away. Nice effort there by Harker. It will remain in the hands of the Quakers. Mills, top of the wing there. Nowhere to go with it. Gets it into Jensen. Jensen spin move up and in for two. 2:55 to play. Plainfield fans, student section there behind the goal, getting into it, trying to distract the Tigers, making some noise. In the lane is 22, Colton McKinney's, and a whistle. And it looks like we're going to get a foul on, no, turnover. I thought that official was signaling a foul there, but it was not. 2:35 to play, 16-14. Quakers and the Tigers doing battle here tonight on AudioSportsOnline.com. Rob Kendall here with you. Thanks for joining us. Loose ball, track down, knocked up, saved. Kurkowski tips it. It'll come away too. The Tigers and a 3-ball from Lakes, 19-14. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play. Quakers now down by 5. Jensen to Mills. Mills, a jumper short. Loose ball, out of bounds. Last touch by Plainfield. Hey, do you want to say hi to our super fan, Foxy Roxy, listening to us up in Wisconsin? Always good to say hello to Roxy. Thanks for supporting us. Max Kurkowski's aunt. Max having a good game tonight. Left side it comes. 3-ball. Good. Lakes heating up. And a whistle. We're going to get a timeout called by Andy Weaver. Minute 30 to play in the first half. Plainfield trails it now by 8. Biggest lead of the ball game for the Tigers.
If you have that winning ticket number, you need to see Mr. Frank Wilson in the Southwest Quarter Gymnasium. Once again, winning ticket number 535974. On behalf of the Red Flag Booster Club, we thank you for your support of Plainfield Athletics.
Mayberry has it to Patton. Round the horn it comes to 32. That's Ellis. Top of the key. Now left side. Ellis has it. Nowhere to go with the ball. Down into Mills. Mills in the lane. Turnaround jumper. Off the glass. Good for 2. Mills with the deuce. And that'll make it 22-16 as the Quakers trying to forge a comeback here, down by just 6. All the way right side. Parker had it. Now inside it comes to Starkey. Starkey as the ball's knocked away by Mayberry. 26 seconds to play. And Plainfield playing some nice defense there. Parker has it, center of the floor, spin move. Now pass left side, lob into Starkey, catches it. Mills blocked it. Loose ball. Starkey comes back down with it, and a whistle. And with 12.5 seconds to play, Starkey will head to the foul line.
Fouls on Bryson Ellis, his first foul, team foul number 7. In the game, the Lakers number 31, Max Kurkowski. Number 4, Dawson Messer. Number 10, Keegan Mata.
(22-16), shot up, second free throw miss, loose ball, ends up in the hands of the Quakers. Let's see, there's a whistle, there's a foul, and that'll only be the 4th team foul on Lebanon. So Plainfield with the ball, substitution in the ball game, Keegan Motter, number 10 for the Quakers. There's the inbound to Messer, and another foul. What That's a very odd strategy as Lakes commits the foul. Those fouls do count for later in the game, even if you're not going to get to the limit by the end of the half. So that's an odd strategy, but one obviously the Tigers feel good with. Messer has it across the 10-second line. Fires up a fadeaway three. It's good! He got it! What a three! Great shot by Messer, fading away out of bounds. And LeBron James would have been impressed with that one. It's 22-19 as we head to the half. We'll take a break, be back with the second half. Plainfield trails it by 3 against Lebanon here on AudioSportsOnline.com.
We still don't have a winner yet for the 50-50 drawing, sponsored by the Red Pride Booster Club. Winning ticket number is 535974. 535974, $31 jackpot. If you have that winning ticket, go see Craig Wilson. He is sitting over there in the white top, Southwest Sports Gymnasium. Thank you. All right, fans, we have the three-point shootout going on here on the court. $1 for a three-point shot. If you make it, you win a free 2-liter bottle. Come on down and bring your dollars. Thank you for supporting the Green Lions basketball team.
All right, fans, we welcome you back here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Rob Kendall here with you. Your Quakers trail it by 3 as we head to the third quarter. And let's thank our sponsors. Plainfield Self-Storage is located on North Carr Road. They feature 24-hour access and lighted secure storage. Plainfield Self-Storage has office hours on Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. Stop in or call 838-7027. And Jensen's Pools and More, the backyard place, located just 1 mile north of Heartland Crossing on Highway 67 in Canby, has everything for all your swimming pool needs. From above-ground pools to in-ground pools, Jensen sells and installs them all. And during the winter months, we offer mattresses direct from the factory of King Coil, a leading manufacturer of American-made mattresses. Queen sets starting at $329. King sets starting at $429. Guaranteed lowest prices around. Jensen's Pools is located at 7302 South Kentucky Avenue in Canby, or visit us online at jensenspools.com. Well, should be an exciting second half. Quakers down by just 3. They're going to try to fight back into this one. Nice shot by Messer to end the third quarter, really helped them out. And we'll see if Plainfield can carry that momentum here into the third, I should say. Will be Lebanon ball to begin the second half as they move from left to right. Right to left, I should say, on your computer screen. Tigers in black, gold letters and numbers. Quakers in the white, red letters and numbers. And a turnover, and Plainfield will get the ball back. Both teams probably felt like they left some points out there on the floor last night, or tonight, rather, I should say. Pass ahead, and up and in for 2. Easy layup by Harker. And that'll extend the lead to 5, 24-19. Patton to Jensen. Jensen looking nowhere to go with the ball. Gets it back up top to Patton. Over to Messer. Takes the screen from Kurkowski. Messer to the corner. Jumper up, in and out, no good. Loose ball tipped up. Mills had it. And Lakes comes out of there with it, the freshman for Lebanon. Now back the other way. Here come the Tigers. And going hard to the hole is Godby. And they will say it was a shooting foul. So a little bit of NBA continuation there, perhaps. And that'll put the Tigers back at the free throw line. (25-19) now the score. One more free throw on the way is up, and good. Good pressure applied as Kurkowski ends up with the ball. Lob in, shot up and good for 2 by Kurkowski. Cuts the lead back to 5. 3 ball, Godby up, no good. Rebounds pulled out of there by Patton, knocked away by Lakes, out of bounds. Last touched by Lebanon. So the ball will belong to the Quakers. 6:19 to play, third quarter. 26-21. Plainfield trails it. Messer to Patton. To Mills. Mills has it knocked away nearly. Now gets it back. Now turnaround jumper. That, boy, what a shot. That ball got partially deflected by, I think it was Lakes, may have been, it could have been number 44, Starkey, getting in there, but somebody got a hand on that one, and Mills was still able to power through it and get the shot off. So nice job there. Lead back to 3. We're right where we were at the half, 26-23. Going to the hole, shot up, no good. Tipped up. Boy, nice play there by Lakes. Freshman Lakes up and in for 2. Lob down into Mills. Mills has it knocked away, and a foul is going to be called. Well, you know, when you come to the games here at Plainfield, one of the interesting things is they really do have a very, very nice program that they allow patrons to take with them, and really well put together. Did want to acknowledge that nice to look through and see all the advertisers and get team photos of all the winter sports teams, senior athletes. And Jensen for 2. And the ball knocked away by Messer. Gets it back. Jensen comes down with it. Spin move in the lane and a travel called on Jensen. If you're thinking about it, you know, next year as you plan ahead on your expenditures you're going to make, they've got the athletic passes. This year, a family, and now a whistle. And a turnover. I believe they're going to say an inbound violation. I was just going to remind our audience at home that you can get a family season pass to all athletic events for the whole year. Family of 4 for only $150. That's a pretty good long inbound, and a foul is going to be called on Patton. So Plainfield gives it right back to the Tigers. Adult pass $70, student pass just $35, senior citizen pass just $35. So pretty good deals if you're into Quaker athletics. Get that season pass and enjoy athletics all year long. There's a whistle and a travel, so several turnovers in a row, 3 straight turnovers between the Quakers and the Tigers. And, of course, one more broadcast to go. Columbus East next Friday for us, and that'll be our final broadcast of 2013-2014. We do want to thank, there's a hook shot by Jensen up, no good. Loose ball tipped up. Kurkowski comes up with it, puts it up and in for 2. Nice job by Max that time. Cuts the lead to 1, 28-27. We want to thank Dana Green and the entire athletic staff out here at Plainfield High School. We also do want to thank, of course, head coach Andy Weaver and all the coaches that have once again made it another great year for us to come out and cover Plainfield athletics and Plainfield basketball. Quakers have got it to 1. They were down by as many as 8 at one point and have not, I don't know if they've led. And Starkey turns around and fires a quick 2 in. 30-27, 3:35 to play, third quarter. Pass in, boy, it was intended for Jensen. And actually what happened there, a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Lebanon, is that number 32, Bryson Ellis, was trying to come to the block to catch the ball. He would have been wide open for a layup, but the foul was called against Jensen, and they got Starkey with the foul. That's his first second on the team here in the second half. Kurkowski gets it into Ellis. Ellis to the hole, blocked away by Starkey. Nice job. Now a save, a timeout called. They're going to grant it. And I hate that rule, but as long as it's legal, that's a great play. Will Bird calls the timeout, and that will give Lebanon the ball, 30-27, 3:20 to play in the third quarter. Speaking of other things, other ways you can donate to the Plainfield Athletic Department, you can become a member of the Red Pride Booster Club. You can donate at the $125 level, $100 level, $75 level, or $50 level. And I'm sure if you wanted to donate higher than the $125 level, they would not refuse the extra donation. Now, if you did donate at the $125 level, let's say you wanted to do that, here's what you get. Now, this is a heck of a deal right here. You get you get a listing in the sports magazine, Plainfield Athletics window decal. You get 2 tailgate dinners. That's some great food there. Recognition, incentive gift, special recognition at a game, incentive gift, and Plainfield High School Athletics gray quarter zip polar fleece jacket. Wow. And you're helping out the athletic department. To the hole, a nice layup in for 2. That was number 20, Clayton Barber for 2. Now Kurkowski back the other way, gets it into Maple. Maple pump fake, shot blocked by Starkey. Maple comes back down with it, picks it up again, gets it over to Mayberry. Mayberry dribbles into the corner, now back out. Action fast and furious, 32-27 the score. Mills with it, dribbling, picks up the dribble, nowhere to go with the ball, comes down into Maple. Maple fadeaway jumper up, no, loose ball tipped up, pulled down, and ball's on the floor, tracked down by the Tigers. Boy, they had Starkey wide open at the other end of the floor. Didn't see him. Now there's a 3 from Godby. It's up and short. Loose ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll belong to Plainfield. Man, they had a wide open Starkey, but Will Bird did not see him as he was trying to outlet the ball down the floor. Plainfield now trails it by 5, 32-27. Ball comes right side over to Messer. Messer looking inside, now over to Ellis, into Jensen. Might have got away with a walk there. Ellis will fire a 3. It's up, it's no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Bird. Lead is 5. It was 3 at the half, so Plainfield trailing the half by 2 and 5 overall. Number 20 is Barber, and a whistle and a turnover going to be called on the Tigers with 1:42 to go. Plainfield will get the ball back. Give the Plainfield student section credit. It's been a little bit of a rough year for the Quakers, but they have remained supportive. They are dressed up again tonight. Messer. To Kurkowski. Back to Messer. Oh, backdoor pass to Ellis. Great pass. Up, counted, and a foul. Excellent job that time. That'll cut the lead to 3. Chance if Ellis can convert to make it 2. Free throw on the way is up and good. Whistle. Now they'll stop play. Number 20, Clayton Barber, is at the foul line. And he makes the first. Big arching free throw shot. 33-30 now the score. Plainfield, trailed by as many as 8, has had it as close as 1, but has been on the low score low end of the score, I believe, since the very early onset. I think they had a 2-1 lead at one point. And second one's good. Mills struggles to get it in. Finally does to Jensen, and Jensen turns it over. Starkey ends up with it. Kicks it up top. And now rushing to the hole is Bird. Bird kicks it out. Over to Barber. Around the horn it comes. Right side ball stripped away. Messer with the steal. Foot race to the basket. Now here we go. Messer takes it in. Count! Oh, no. Rattles in and out. And I believe they are going to say it was a shooting foul. So Messer, with 38 seconds to go, chance to cut into the Lebanon lead. Perusing through our Plainfield athletic program, your school board members are Scott Flood, Dana Johnson, Bart Beal, Mark Tedisco, and Barry Blackwell. Maybe a little fun fact you can try on your fellow friends at your next dinner party. See if they know your Plainfield School Board. Those are your members. All can be found inside the Plainfield athletic program. The principal of Plainfield High School is Mel Seifert. Those sort of little fun facts we give you on the broadcast you're not going to get anywhere else. 34-32 the score. Plainfield trails by 2. Trying to play some tough defense here as we wind down the third quarter. Kicks it into the corner. There's the three. It is no good. Swatted away. Loose ball tracked down. Ellis to beat the clock. Fires it up. No good. And that will bring about an end to the third quarter. So Plainfield wins it by 1. The trail by 2 overall. We'll head to the fourth. 34-32 our score. Hey, we do want to thank our sponsors, Plainfield Self-Storage and Jensen's Pools. Thanks for doing that. Jensen's Pools and more, and Plainfield Self-Storage. We couldn't be here without you guys, so thank you very much. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter underway. Plainfield trails by 2 against Lebanon. Lebanon in the black. Starkey got in wide open. Missed the layup. Loose ball pulled out of there by Ellis. So Plainfield can tie or take the lead. See what they can come up with here. Around the horn it comes. Over to Mills. Mills tries to look. Fires a jumper. It's up. It's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Pulled out of there by Starkey. Starkey gets it ahead to Lakes. Cross court to Barber. Barber gets it off to Godby. And with 7:20 to play, it's 34-32. Godby dribbles down into Starkey. Starkey spins, kicks it up top to Harker. Harker dribbles out of trouble to Starkey. Around the horn it comes. Barber a three. It's up. It's no good. Jensen skies out of there with it. And now Jensen will walk it up and give it to Patton. Again, Plainfield can tie or take the lead. 7 minutes to play in the contest. Patton to the hole. Lost the handle on it out of bounds. It'll belong to Lebanon. 3 team fouls for the Quakers. 4 for the visiting Tigers. And up and in for two. Parker for two. Ellis spin move, jumper up, good for two.
Carson also missing his second foul, team foul number 4. In the game, the Lakers number 31, Max Rakowski.
Pass inside, stolen away. Lake's got it, and he lays it up and in for two. Plainfield going for the steal that time. Couldn't convert. And Lakes ends up with the easy two. It's now 38-34, 4-point lead. Plainfield has been right on the brink of tying this game or taking the lead about 4 or 5 times. Jensen falls down. That's a travel. And they just can't seem to get it done. Shot is up. And good. So Plainfield now has seen their lead, the Lebanon lead, increase to 6 with 5:10 to play. It's 40-34, and Andy Weaver is going to spend a timeout. Thanks again to Jensen's Pools and More, as well as Plainfield Self Storage, for making our broadcast possible tonight.
The game again at 6 p.m. Varsity at 7:30 p.m. next Friday, February 28th versus Columbus East.
Kurkowski tried to get it into Ellis there, off his hands, out of bounds. It'll belong to Plainfield. 5:06 to go, 40-34 the score. Plainfield trails by 6. Top of the key. Gets it into Kurkowski. Dribbles to into the paint. Shot up, no good. Loose ball off the hands of Jensen, and it'll belong to the Tigers. 4:57 to go. A couple of awkward possessions now for the Quakers, and they trail by 6. 8, I believe, is the biggest lead of the ball game for Plainfield tonight, or for Lebanon, I should say, tonight. So closing in on that. And ball on the floor, and a timeout called by Andy Weaver as Messer was falling down. So we'll take a full timeout called by Andy Weaver. 4:40 to play. Plainfield trails it by 6. All right, so Plainfield will throw it in. Full court press now coming up here. Or check that. Plainfield has the ball on their end of the court, so it's not a full court press. Yes, that would be described as a full court press. I don't know if I've ever seen an inbounds like that on a full court press. That was very confusing, but figured it out, and foul called on Lebanon. That's all that matters. That's where we're at. Foul on Lebanon. Their 5th team foul. It was on Barber. Mills struggles to get it in, finally does to Messer. Messer runs across the timeline. And now is it stolen away from behind by Godby, but fortunately for Plainfield, he lost the handle on it. And ball will belong to Plainfield. Ellis struggling to get it in, finally does to Jensen. Jensen corrals it, spins around, hook shot, up, and good! Bobby Jensen for 2. 40-36. 4 minutes, 22 seconds to play. Close game all the way through, with Lebanon holding the very slim advantage. Turnaround jumper up, blocked by Mills. They're going to call a foul, though. 4:10 to play, and that would have been a big one. And the first free throw will go down. Shot up, no good. Mills out of there with it. And a whistle and a foul. Mills is thrown to the floor. And don't think he was too happy about that, but a jump ball was called, and unfortunately for Plainfield. Well, no, the arrow points to Plainfield, so fortunately, I should say, for Plainfield, they will have the ball. Again, the full court press. Plainfield runs the stack out of the full court press. Gets it to Jensen, and another foul called. That's the 6th. And that one's on Lakes. So free throws the rest of the way for Plainfield, 4:07 to go. It was a really fluid and smooth first 3 quarters, but this 4th quarter has turned slow and clunky. Trying to get it in. They finally do to Kurkowski. Rifles it ahead to Mayberry. Mayberry's got it, center of the floor. Takes it to the right side into Jensen. Nearly a steal from behind. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Starkey. So that's free throws now. 3:56 to play in the ball game. And Lebanon's been playing very aggressive defense, but it's not resulting in steals, just fouls right now. Shot is up. It's no good. Starkey grabs the rebound. Quakers trail it by 5, 41-36. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Nearly a steal by Mayberry. Knocked out of bounds. Almost trying to run a 4 corners there, it looked like. Trying to perhaps run a little bit of clock. Oh, man, an errant inbounds pass. Going to be tracked down in the backcourt by Hurst. You do get it across the timeline. Knocked away, ball on the floor, and they'll say out of bounds. Again, last touch by Plainfield. So Lebanon appears very content to run clock right now. Bit surprising because they only lead by 5. Out of there with it. In the corner it comes to Starkey. Plainfield really trying to amp up the pressure. They get it into Godby. Godby, a little floating layup. No good. Jensen comes out of there with a rebound. No foul called. And Lebanon continues that super aggressive defense. Oh, blocked by Starkey out of bounds. Mayberry tried to go hard to the hole that time. 3 minutes exactly to play, 41-36. Kurkowski back in. Dom checks out. Messer and Ellis will come in. Patton and Mayberry out. So it's Mills, Jensen, Messer, Kurkowski, and Ellis on the floor for the Quakers. And now a steal off the inbound. Starkey gets it across court to Godby. Takes Ellis to the left side. Bird, whistle, foul on Plainfield. That's their 6th. So the 6th foul called on Plainfield.
Fouls on Nathan Mills, his second foul, team foul number 6. In the game, the Quakers number 11, Derek Patton. Number 22, Mark Dog. Number 3, James Mayberry.
So free throws the rest of the way for both sides. 2:38 to play, 5-point lead for the Quakers. Oh, and there's a steal by Mills off the inbounds. Mills to the foul line, picks up his dribble. His team trails by 5. He'll fire a jumper up short. Loose ball tracked down out of there by Harker. And Lebanon has the ball. Lebanon breaks the pressure up and in. Starkey runs into Jensen. No foul call. That will extend the lead to 7 now. And Plainfield needs to score quick. Starkey to the hole and a foul called on Starkey. 2:06 to play. And Mayberry goes to the free throw line.
First foul, team foul number 8. Refereeing the Quakers City 1 Bubbles, James Mayberry.
Shot is up, it's no good. Rebound pulled out of there. And now here comes Lebanon back the other way. Oh, man. How was that not a travel? Harker appeared to be falling backwards. No whistle. And now nearly a steal. Harker knocks it out of bounds. And this one appears to be slipping away from your Quakers as it's 45-36 with 1:52 to go. Jensen's got it. Nowhere to go with the ball. They're going to give him the opportunity to shoot a 3 if he desires. He elects not to. Ball knocked away. Ellis ends up with it. Gets it to Kurkowski. He would shoot it from there, but elects not to. Takes the high screen from Jensen. Kurkowski all the way to the elbow. Inside floating jumper up and in for 2. Now Andy Weaver asking for the press. Plainfield does not. And now with 1:30 to go, the lead is 7. Still a 3-possession game. Godby underneath the basket, dribbles all the way around. Back out up top. And now there's a bump by Messer and a foul. We'll stop the clock with 1:16 to go. Plainfield trails by 7 in this game for Lebanon. Now we'll come down to free throws. If they can make their free throws, it's going to be very difficult for Plainfield to mount a comeback. But we'll see. First one's up and good. Nice shot there by Godby. One more on the way. Three ball, Messer up, no good. Rebound tracked down from behind. Starkey's got it. Foul by Mills, 1:03 to play. And it is currently a 3-possession game. One free throw would make it 4, and it's now very difficult for Plainfield. Again, we do want to thank Jensen's Pools as well as Plainfield Self-Storage for sponsoring tonight's ball game for us. Right here on AudioSportsOnline.com. We do appreciate you for missed the free throw. And shot up and count it. Timeout called by Plainfield. 49.6 seconds to play. The lead is now 7. Long pass, tracked down, out of bounds. And the ball will belong to Lebanon. Whistle, foul called. Shot is no good.
Fouls on Nathan Nielsen's fourth foul, team foul number 9. In the game, the Quakers number 31, Max Rakowski, number 44, Ryan Jensen, number 4, Dawson Benson, number 32, Bryson Ellis, for Lebanon, number 20, Blake Carter, number 21, Trevor Boyd.
Turnaround jumper, shot up, short, loose ball tracked down. And they're going to call foul. They call it on Mills. Yes, they will. 34 and a half seconds to go. Shot is up, off the back of the rim, no good. Shot is up and good. Three ball, no good. Loose ball. Plainfield fighting hard. Jensen puts it up and in. Nice job by Jensen that time. And did they call a foul? I think they did. Oh, so good job there by Jensen. This will cut the lead to 6 if he can get this one to go down. 49-42. Second free throw, or only free throw, I should say, is good. Godby lost the handle on it. Now a foul is called. 18 seconds to play, and these two free throws, so if he can get one of them, would make it a 3-possession game. Plainfield still does have one timeout left, so they can stop the clock on a made basket. Got the first. 50-43 the score. Second shot is up and good. 51-43. Mayberry to the hole, whistle, foul. Are they going to count the basket? Boy, they are. That's about the third continuation play that I think these officials have let go tonight. And a whistle and a foul off the rebound as Harker gets it ahead before being fouled. 12.3 seconds to play, 6-point lead, so we're back where we were just a few seconds ago. Harker will have 2 free throws as they are in the double bonus. First one's up and good. One more on the way. Lead is 8. Mills quickly across the timeline, fires a 3. It's up, it's short. Loose ball tracked down. And a whistle and a foul. 5 seconds to play, and that'll pretty much do it for tonight's ball game. So again, as Lebanon heads to the free throw line to wrap this thing up, do want to thank, again, our sponsors, Plainfield Self-Storage, as well as Jensen's Pools and more. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thanks for allowing us to come out and bring you Plainfield basketball. Again, we do have one broadcast left. It'll come your way on Friday night, February 28th, as Plainfield plays host to Columbus East. So we'll look forward to bringing you all the action on that one. Shot is up and good. Shot is up and good. There's the inbound to Mayberry, quickly across the timeline. Kurkowski will fire it up. Shot will go, and that'll do it. Your final score tonight, 55-48. Count the basket, and that will do it for us. So thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you next Friday night. Until next time, I'm Rob Kendall. Plainfield falls to Lebanon, 55-48. Have a great evening, everybody.